Hi everyone, today we're going to talk to you about how incorporated business owners, incorporated professionals can effectively contribute more to an RRSP-like investment. Hi, Mike Preto, Portfolio Manager, Hillside Wealth, IA Private Wealth. I've been managing personal wealth for the last 21 years and eventually rediscovered the power of the individual pension plan. So a quick little story about why for the last 21 years the IPP has been a little bit forgotten or misunderstood is because effectively the playbook for incorporated business owners and professionals was to keep as much money inside their corporation as they can, benefit from the lower corporate tax rate, income split with spouses and partners and kids, and then, invest inside the corp and draw it out over time. That playbook has essentially been thrown out the window over the last 8 years because of different tax laws that have been introduced. And so now the IPP, something that's been around forever, is now back in play and is a very, very powerful tool. So we want to simplify this as much as we can for you. The IPP, the individual pension plan, is a very, very simple concept. Essentially what it is it allows higher income earning or incorporated professionals, if you will, business owners, to be able to contribute more to an RRSP-like investment. And when I say RRSP-like investment, really what I'm talking about is a tax-deductible contribution. So you contribute to an investment that is tax-deductible and it grows tax-deferred once inside the account, and then you pay tax on it later on when you start drawing that money out. That, in the essence, is the IPP. And the more you can contribute to something like this and benefit from the overall tax advantages, the more you're going to get out of it in terms of an after-tax income in retirement. So we want to simplify that as much as possible and just remember that that's all that the IPP is at its source. So, you have to kind of determine, does the IPP make sense for me? And am I over 40? And do I have this strong T4 history? And, all these different parameters. We want to park those on the side and just tell you that the easiest way to determine whether an IPP makes sense for you is to actually submit an illustration. So it's very simple. We gather some information from your accountant. We submit the illustration to the actuaries. The actuaries send us a report back. It says, this is what it would look like if you contributed to an IPP. This is what it would look like if you didn't. And then we can determine what makes the most sense for you. So it's really that simple. And the last thing that I want to talk about with these IPPs is this misnomer that they can throw a company offside in terms of when it's time to sell a business. So as many of you know, business owners who plan on eventually selling their business can benefit from the lifetime capital gains exemption. And to do that, you need to have your corporation structured in a certain way and it needs to be on side. Well, the reality is the IPP isn't owned by your company, it's sponsored by your company. In other words, it's off the books. So it actually helps with the purification process in terms of the lifetime capital gains exemption. So with that, click on this video. We'll go into full detail about the lifetime capital gains exemption and purification and the different rules that you need. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.